All right, welcome to today's Explainer. Today, we're decoding a totally fascinating and honestly incredibly valuable set of unwritten rules, mastering Taiwanese workplace culture. If you're a Southeast Asian student transitioning from campus life into Taiwan's fast-paced workforce, consider this explainer your ultimate cheat sheet for stepping into your new role with absolute confidence.
So let me just ask you right off the bat, are you worried about cultural conflicts? Because it is a completely natural feeling. Entering any new workplace brings a certain level of anxiety, but stepping into a foreign workplace where the customs, the daily expectations, and the entire rhythm of the day are different from your home country, man, that can feel truly overwhelming. But don't worry, because today we're tackling that anxiety head on, and we're going to give you the exact tools you need to avoid those common cultural landmines.
Okay, let's dive into this. As you can see, there's a very real gap between how professional things are done back in your home country and the everyday expectations in a Taiwanese office. And if left unaddressed, this gap is exactly where misunderstandings, awkward moments, and friction happen. So here is our roadmap for today. First, entering Taiwan's workplace. Second, interactions and proper titles. Third, daily etiquette and line. Fourth, meetings and work reporting. And finally, bridging the cultural gap.
All right, let's kick things off with Section 1, Entering Taiwan's Workplace.
Now, what we're looking at here isn't just your generic one-size-fits-all career advice. This guide is specifically tailored to assist Southeast Asian students in navigating those unique quirks of the Taiwanese workforce, literally right from day one.
And this brilliantly illustrates how we can break this whole complex office dynamic down into two really manageable pillars. Over on the first side, we have communication, which covers your daily interactions, the titles you use, and digital tools like Line. And on the second side, we've got routines, so the daily etiquette of arriving and departing, managing meetings, and how you report your work.
Moving right along to Section 2, Interactions and Proper Titles.
When it comes to communication here, hierarchy is everything. You absolutely have to grasp the dynamics of how supervisors and employees interact, but honestly, even more crucially than that, you've got to master titles. In Taiwan, simply calling a senior colleague by their first name can be a major faux pas. Knowing when to add a professional title or a respectful term, like attaching ge, which means brother, or jie, which means sister, to a colleague's name is a massive indicator that you actually get the culture.
Which brings us to Section 3, Daily Etiquette and Line.
You know, in a Taiwanese workplace, arriving and departing aren't just moments where you scan your ID badge. They are highly visible cultural touchpoints. Sneaking out the back door at 5 p.m. without saying a word, yeah, definitely not a good idea. Knowing that daily etiquette, greeting your team in the morning and saying a polite goodbye at the end of the day is absolutely crucial for truly fitting in.
Now, what's really interesting about this is how digital communication is framed. In a lot of cultures, an app like Line is really just for sending casual, funny stickers to your friends, right? But in Taiwan, Line is literally the central nervous system of the office. It comes with its own completely unspoken set of professional rules, boundaries, and communication styles that you definitely need to master. I mean, an unexpected message in the work group chat at 9 p.m., that requires a very different approach than a casual text.
Let's shift gears to Section 4, Meetings and Work Reporting.
So here, we're really looking at two sides of the same coin when it comes to office accountability. On one side, you have your meeting habits. This is how you collaborate, how you make group decisions, and your behavior around a conference table. And on the other side, you have work reporting methods. This is all about formal accountability, the accepted practice for how you communicate your daily progress and your challenges up the chain of command. The general rule of thumb, you discuss collaboratively, but you report formally.
And that leads us into our final section, Bridging the Cultural Gap.
Let's see how this all builds into a clear strategy for success. It really is a simple three-step journey. Step 1, you need to acknowledge and understand the genuine differences. Step 2, you actively master these specific Taiwanese habits, like the line etiquette and the reporting styles we just talked about. And by committing to those two steps, you seamlessly arrive at Step 3, lowering cultural conflict.
But what do we actually mean when we talk about lowering cultural conflict? Well, it means reducing or entirely eliminating that awkward friction and misunderstanding when you first step into a new environment. Every single habit we've covered today, from the titles you use to how you handle line, serves this one singular purpose. It removes those cultural barriers so you can focus 100% of your energy on doing great work and advancing your career. So the crucial point boils down to this quote right here. Lower cultural conflicts after entering the workplace. It's a totally proactive approach. It's about empowering yourself to knock down those barriers to your own success before they ever even become an issue.
I want to leave you with a question today. Which of these Taiwanese workplace habits will you master first to ensure a smooth transition? Will you tackle the unwritten rules of line, focus on nailing those professional titles, or maybe perfect your arrival etiquette? The choice of where to start is completely yours, but mastering them all, that is your real key to thriving. Thanks so much for joining me for this explainer. Keep learning, and hey, best of luck in your new workplace.